Hello everybody, welcome to IT Skills channel. My name is Aiden. In today's video, we're gonna react to exciting news, or rather depressing news for people who are doing software engineering. Because you hear the word vibe coding is here. It's been thrown around like nobody else. It's been thrown around like candy, basically. Because people now, with the help of AI, can all become a programmer, according to industry experts from Google, from OpenAI, you name it, even Anthropic as well. So I want to talk about that today, some more of that, and what does that mean for all of us, and what it means for IT in general. Because for a long time, to be a software engineering, you were envied, you were the pride, you had to study a lot, you do a lot of work to get to where you are. But right now, someone who never once understood what HTML is, what C# is now able to make an application comparable to you. They have no idea what they just did. That's what makes it harder, right? They don't know what they did. So in today's, we're going to react to this story, and you can see here, watch out. It says in the title, watch out engineers. OpenAI Anthropic releasing dueling $20 coding. So $20, people can go ahead and code. So here's what basically gonna come down to. The world of software engineering is changing. It's going to systematic change, and AI giants like OpenAI and Anthropic are raising the automation task flow, raising question about the future of role of human beings as a developer. So during the early days, people always suspected that AI would come to hunt humans for their jobs. But nobody thought it would be so drastic, because of us right now, Google is using 30% of code from AI generated. So all the 30% of Google code, Google as a company, 30% of their code is generated by AI. You got Microsoft who's using 20 to 30% code who's AI generated. And then you got also Cursor, who raised $900 million at $10 billion valuation, also talking about that. So AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It is a reality for a lot of us. It's a reality for people in IT. It's a reality for people who have done, programming. And so we're going to talk about what does that mean. So if you talk about the whole notion of what AI could do, right now, an everyday Joe can get a lot of AI than they would get from basically going to college or anywhere else, to be honest, because it's just you type a prompt, AI can make it happen for you, and it's simple. A good example I'm going to show you is, I will see if I can open my Gemini here. This is my Gemini. I'm going to sign in real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I've been dealing with it. I've been testing here. So let's see here from previous one. Is it this one? I don't know if I have what I was doing earlier on. Yeah, I'm in the wrong account. Let me go back to the right account. So here is my Gemini. So I was making, for example, an IT dashboard and whatnot, and this thing was trying to generate that. Let me find out the preview of it. Obviously, you guys know this is what I was making from scratch. And then here's the thing, my background. I'm a system admin. I don't know anything about developing, writing code. I know the basic concept of it, but to make anything like this, obviously it's not fully deployed yet, it's not fully done yet. It's just a lot more involved for me, and I wouldn't be able to do it without the help of AI. But the point of the matter is that if I don't have a whole lot and I can do it, all I have to do is prompt. I have to have an idea. Create me an IT admin dashboard where I can keep all my script run from a website, GUI, and add the script. Add the script that does basic things like a blah, blah. I said this, it came up with the script description, and then also on top of that, this is what the preview of the website will look like. I mean, he's using like what he call like a Node.js, actually React. He's using React app. But you can see how fast it is. You can preview it. It looks awesome, right? I mean, want something that we can automate people. We can automate, I guess, daily things. And this is what I'm talking about with AI vibe coding. Anybody with just imagination and also motivation can make this happen. Now, if you actually have time to spend This is something you can make it happen on your own, and it'll be extremely, extremely for you. AI, in a way, it's gotten to the point where we all have to embrace it. We all have to make this thing that we live by. It's no longer an option that we can just say, well, I don't have to learn about this. I don't have to learn about that, right? And on top of that, what does this mean for software engineering, right? Because overall, we need to get to the point. What does this mean for software engineer? Where a software engineer, it's all about, figure out where this entry-level jobs will be available, because entry-level jobs cannot be available when anybody can do this as a Joe Schmo, right? You have to be the best of the best to get I believe, into the industry in the next 5 years. Gonna be getting more difficult. I mean, we could have AI basically doing all of the code. We have companies like Google, Microsoft using 30% of their code is generated by AI. Imagine, this is the infancy stage. This is the early stage. Imagine what they could do in the next 30 years or in the next 5 years. And every day the AI is going up, so it's not like it's going to slow down. It's only going to slow down if there's no competition. The competition right now is Swift, or hate it. The companies that are involved with AI, like OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft, your Anthropics, are all making themselves better. They're all, better. Like DeepSeek R1, when it came out, it drive these companies to figure out, there is new height to this. So point of the matter is they're pushing each other, but they're forgetting the main core element, in my opinion. And that is the human factor. The human beings are involved in this. They're forgetting that. So ultimately, what's my personal opinion here is that the future of coding will be done by AI in 2030. That's what everybody's predicting is. But I believe it could be even sooner. Marco is predicting this is going to be done by, somebody else by 2030. I believe it could be done even sooner, because this is already heading that way. Also, vibe coding, we have to get used to it. We will hear a lot more of that, because it is going to be a thing people want to do. In terms of like AI future is heading, in my opinion, we're all heading for doom, to be honest with you, because you cannot do what the normal thing everybody did. You cannot just sit around, write your script, peaceful manner, because right now, if you're doing that, somebody else is doing that with AI with a couple seconds, while you could take you a couple days. And also that person that did it in a couple seconds, theirs is going to look better. So now you have this, the complexities between, I want to learn this thing slowly, but I also know that I want to learn a lot more, because there's so many things to learn, so many things to do. So our brain is overwhelmed by all these things we got to do. So yeah, I feel like it's a challenging world. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think vibe coding is going to be something that you're going to get started to do? You get used to it? Because you can see me, I'm actually have this finished soon. When I get it finished, I'm going to test it out. Obviously, all this I'm doing, never done in the production. Don't do it in the production. Do it in test lab. This is what I'm doing all in test lab. Because the reason is that if you do make a mistake on your vibe coding and you're not a developer, that's going to be a problem. So that's why test your code, your vibe coding inside your lab. Thorough check it, verify it, make sure it meets the security, complexity, everything else. And then you can gradually try to push it out. Like if I try to push this out right now, that does my AD management, it will not be good, because it doesn't have any type of security log and nothing like that. So you don't want that, because that's the problem, security risk. Anyways, that's all I have, guys. If you like this type of video, click the like button, subscribe, and thank you for those of you who became I Teach members. Please become a member if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.